As captains, you're representing your team. Make sure.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in here to another Deej Experience production as we are live here at the Penn State Barron University. And we got a few minor adjustments we got to make real quick. And we'll be right with you. All right, welcome in here to Penn State Barron as we're getting set up for Piaa softball action. We got a doubleheader for you today. First game up here is going to be the Cathedral Prep Ramblers as the 8th seed, I believe, taking on the 7th seed, something like that. I'll have to get my schedule and stuff pulled up here, but it's the Ramblers taking on the Northwestern Wildcats, who are the 2 seed. So it's the 2 seed Wildcats taking on the 7th seed Ramblers, and we're live here at Penn State Barron. Single camera view today. We may go to a pitcher's mound camera as well, but with the fences as high up and all the dust being thrown all over as they're dragging the field, we try and keep things simple as possible, and it is what it is. Dirt field here, Penn State Barron. Beautiful facility. Field's in immaculate condition today for a doubleheader. The winner of this game will face the winner of the next game, as it will be the Corey Beavers taking on the Jamestown Muskies in an old rivalry game coming up here in the next game. That is going to be a thrill ride for sure. Always a good battle between the Beavers and Muskies, but it's the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the Prep Ramblers first, and we're going to go through the starting lineups for you. It's going to be, we'll start with the Ramblers first as the 7th seed. I'll get it straight eventually. 7th seed Ramblers. It's going to be Steves leading off. She'll be playing the hot corner on third base. Pfister out shortstop in the second spot. Dudenhofer will be over on the first base bag. Madura will be in the circle today. Baldy will be behind the dish, batting in the 5th spot. Donikowski will be out in center field in the 6th spot. In the 7th spot will be Montang over at second base. Morehausen will be at left field, and Oler will be playing over in right field today for the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. As we turn it over to the Northwestern Wildcats, who come in as the number 2 seed, knotted up with the Beavers. That's going to be a battle if they both win their games today. Corey Northwestern, we're excited for a rubber match there. But starting lineup for the Northwestern Wildcats today, it'll be the speedy center fielder Olivia Hall leading things off, followed by Nevaeh Kelly over on the third base bag. Zoe Johnson again in the circle, the outstanding young pitcher for the Wildcats. Be batting third spot. Cleanup will be Courtney Eddy behind the dish. April Wright will be out in second field today. Morgan Gorzinski will be at shortstop. Avery Feldman will be playing in right field. Addie Stout in left field. And Haley Kitsey will be over on the first base bag in the 9th spot. Welcome aboard the Deej Experience Sports Stream as the teams are at the back of the plate here going over all the rules and regulations and whatnot. And it's excited to be here again at Penn State Barron. There's no place like Barron for softball playoffs, and I got word today that the finals, 2 games will be here, 2 games will be at Slippery Rock this year. So we'll have to see how this shakes out, but I'm sure the championship game for 3A will be down there in Slippery Rock, as Sharon, the number 1 seed, is playing the role of a John Deere lawnmower and just mowing everybody down in that outstanding sophomore pitcher, Maddie Bogan. What she's been doing the last 2 years has been phenomenal. Sharon is the 1 seed in 3A, so we'll have to see how it goes as the teams shake hands here. They'll start warm-ups. And we've got live field sound here right behind the dish. The microphone's right there, right behind the dish today.
Good afternoon, ladies
There'll
and
be
gentlemen.
an umpire
Welcome to Penn State
on
Veterans
the
for
base
today's
pads.
PIAA
We've got
District
3 of them,
10
it looks like, here
softball
today.
playoff games. Today's
So
first game,
one behind the plate,
Class 3A quarterfinal
one
contest
in
between
each
the
corner.
Cathedral Ramblers and the Northwestern
So we'll turn it over
High
to
School
the
Wildcats.
public address announcer.
Today's game is under the direction of District 10 of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association. The presence and or the use of balloons, whistles, and or portable listening devices without earphones are prohibited. Persons using such items may be removed from the contest. Spectators are prohibited from removing their shirts and or using body paint while in attendance at district and inter-district championship contests and may be removed from the contest for doing so. Ladies and gentlemen, District 10 and its member schools encourage and promote sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial, or ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or game management will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the game. In the spirit of sportsmanship, enjoy the action. And now let's meet today's starting lineups. First for Cathedral Prep, designated as the visiting team on the scoreboard. Leading off and playing third base number 2, Kendall Stevens. Batting second, the shortstop number 5, Avery Pfister. Hitting third, playing first base number 28, Emily Dudenhofer. Batting fourth, the pitcher number 41, Morgan Madeira. Hitting fifth and catching, number 3, Addison Baldy. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 34, Eva Donikowski. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 21, Sophia Montagna. Hitting eighth in left field, number 6, Cam Warshauser. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 8, Morgan Oler. Cathedral Prep comes in with a 7-6 record and is the number 7 seed. The head coach for the Ramblers is Scott Baldy. He's assisted by Sean Madeira, Jim Colvin, Byron Moon, Rob Pfister, and Brandy Baldy. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Northwestern, designated as the home team on the scoreboard. Leading off and playing center field, number 32, Olivia Hall. Batting second at third base, number 42, Nevaeh Kelly. Hitting third, the pitcher, number 11, Zoe Johnson. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 10, Courtney Eddy. Batting fifth at second base, number 24, April Wright. Hitting sixth at shortstop, number 8, Morgan Gorzinski. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 19, Avery Feldman. Hitting eighth, the left fielder, number 5, Addie Stout. And batting ninth, playing first base, number 21, Haley Kitsey. Northwestern has a 13-3 record. The Wildcats are the number 2 seed. The head coach for the Wildcats is Al Bricker. He's assisted by Al Cox, Dean Campbell, Shane Johnson, Madison Camp, and Brianna Bricker. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise if possible and remove your headwear as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. for today's game. At first base, Mike Hawley. Third base, Bob Powell. And calling the balls and strikes,
Mike, scuff it up.
Joe Rocco.
Scuff it up a little bit.
All right. Good. Hey, Bob, how are you? What's that?
And welcome in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. It's the Wildcats of Northwestern. It's the Ramblers of Cathedral Prep as they begin throwing it around here, getting ready to set to go for the opening pitch live at Penn State Barron University. Playoff softball is upon us, and it's going to be a great day. No rain, no 0% chance of rain today, as it's going to be a bit windy, a bit cooler, but for the most part, it should be a beautiful day for softball. Excited to get this one going. And we want to say thank you to 10-2 Credit Union. We'll be getting their stuff up here shortly. We're trying to finish loading everything in. We got our internet system set up a bit late today, but glad to be up and running here for you. A lot of work it takes to get set up ready to go at away games. So thank you for tuning in. And I want to thank a special shout-out to the Northwestern Wildcat Boosters who donated half of the PIAA streaming fee. So they will be recognized as our home team here today as well, as they are on the field. So pitch comes down, or the throw comes down to second. And we're getting ready for our opening pitch. So here we go. The opening pitch leading off is going to be Steve's for the Ramblers. First pitch misses for ball one. And that one hit well, fielded by second base, and it is a 4-3 putout for one away.
Shortstop number 5, Avery Pfister.
And it's Avery Pfister. First pitch in there, first strike. One and one the count here. Johnson's going to wind and fire. Swung on and missed. And the count moves to 1-2. Pfister dug in. Johnson fires up high. Got her swinging. It's a Ross Backer strikeout. And that is now 2 away as Dudenhofer Emily Dudenhofer went on that one, addressed the ball, strike one. Johnson fires. That went up high for a ball. That'll even the count up here, 1-1. 2 away, top of the first inning. Thank you to 10-2. As the umpire addresses something over on the northwestern side of the field. 1-1, 2 away. Johnson winds and fires, and that one's fouled right back to the catcher, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Dudenhofer fires up high for a ball, and that'll even it up 2-2. Up high, and again, that one misses for a ball. This one hit, and that gets through, and and a collision over there, and that's going to be an out. We had a collision down there on first base bag, and they're going to call runner obstruction, I'm guessing. So it's going to be an E3, and Dudenhofer will get to second.
Number 41, Morgan Madura.
So that'll bring Madura up to the plate with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position as Johnson fires, swung on and missed. Madura took a healthy cut at that one. And the count moves to 0-1. As we welcome you wherever you're watching today. Shout out to all the Northwestern teachers streaming the game in their classroom. As that pitch is up high for a ball. 1-1 the count. Madura digs back in here. Johnson will wind and fire. Swung on and missed. Big, healthy cut there. And that'll move the count to 1-2. 2 away. Runner in scoring position at second is Dudenhofer. Swung on and missed. And a Rossbecker strikeout. And that'll do it for the top of the first inning. We're still scoreless. 1 left stranded at second. And no hits, no errors. We'll be back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream in just a few.
We think Rossbecker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream, as it'll now be time for the Wildcats to get at the sticks and have their first crack at it today here in the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 is our score. Olivia Hall will lead us off. The speedy Olivia Hall. As Hall dug in. Up high for ball 1. As Madura checks the wristband here. Winds and fires. And that one misses as well. 2-0 count here. Hall ahead. And this one dribbled down to first. Oh, nice snag, but it's got in foul territory. That one was burning the chalk all the way up and just tailed foul. We'll reset and do it again. 2-1 the count here to Olivia Hall. Love the softball chatter from the dugouts this time of year. Hall smacks that off the backstop, and the count evens up here at 2-2. Rob Elchinski will be joining me for the next game as the Corey Beavers will be taking on the Jamestown Muskies. The winners of these two games will play each other on Thursday right here at Penn State Barron, I'm guessing. As Madura winds it up. This one driven foul over the first base side fencing. So Hall will have to protect here the rest of the way. 2-2 still to count. First batter on the day for the Wildcats. And they are not a team to be trifled with. And that one up high, and we're going to have a Dusty's towing payoff pitch. As Madura fires, Hall dribbles this to short. Look at the speed. They got her out, just burned the base pad, and that was a bang, bang play. What a great throw over there at short. Pfister fires the dart, one away on the 6-3 putout. And that'll bring Nevaeh Kelly to the plate here for the Wildcats. Boy, that Hall is fast. That kid's got some wheels.
Third baseman number 42, Nevaeh Kelly.
Kelly digs in. Here is the pitch from Madura. This one chased up high, and that one's fouled all the way back to the light post. Probably should have built that fence about 2 feet higher back there because there's a lot of balls that get tailed back there. It's an 0-1 count here with one away. Madura fires, and this one's fouled down the third base side. Oh, 2 count. Kelly dribbles this one foul down the third base line. We'll reset and do it again. Madura toes the rubber here. Kelly awaits. This one driven, left field, and it's over the left fielder's head. Round first. Kelly's going to get a stand-up double. She's going to try for 3. Here's the throw, slides it in safe. It's a Peace B triple for Nevaeh Kelly to get the Wildcats rolling early here. And we'll see if Zoe Johnson can help herself out and drive in the first RBI of the day.
Number 11, Zoe Johnson.
First pitch in there for a strike. Johnson. That one popped up in foul territory. Now 0-2 the count here as Johnson will dig back in. Madura will rock and fire. Swung on and missed, and a Rossbacher strikeout. And that'll bring Courtney Ennie to the plate. Eddie, who was just in Corey this past Saturday, hit her first home run out there at Luhanna Athletic Complex in that JV round robin we had. Takes the first pitch here for strike one. No seniors on this Northwestern team. They are young and they are stout. They're ready to make a run this year. And of course, everybody. Oh, swung up at the high cheese for an 0-2 count. Everybody watching the Sharon Tigers team this year, they are projected to be the team to beat here in District 10, as Sharon has been on a tear all year long. As Courtney's gonna take a look, and that one misses for a ball. Moves the count to 1-2 here. Eddie watches this one go by low for a ball, and that'll even the count up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 away. And Nevaeh Kelly still sitting on third after that triple. Madura winds it up. Swung up high, got her swinging. And a Rossbacker strikeout will end it. 1 hit, no errors. And 1 runner left on. We'll turn the page. We'll head to the 2nd inning of action right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Prep Northwestern when we come back for inning number 2.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your financial needs, starting with lower credit card rates. Because when we tend to your budget, you can tend to what matters most. Tend to your dreams. Tend to your future. Tend to credit card rates that work for you. Lower rates, better living. 10-2 Credit Union.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands. I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Leading off for the Ramblers is going to be Baldy. Addison Baldy. It'll be dug in here, and Johnson goes back to work. We started off with a 1-0 count. Johnson winds and fires up high for a ball. 2-0 count. 0-2 count. 2-0 count. 0-2 count. Whatever the count is, it's 0-2. There you go. 2-0. In there for strike one. Moves it to 2-1 now. You got it fixed? Clutch working alongside me here. Scotty D doing some switch work for us. That one dribbled foul down the first base line. We'll reset and do it again at 2-2 now. As Donikowski on deck for the Ramblers. As Johnson winds it up. Tipped up foul, and was playable and rolls foul into the Prep dugout. Nobody close enough to really put the Jets on to go get it. Hits the dirt, rolls into the Prep dugout, and we'll set it up again, 2-2. Johnson steps the foot to the rubber here. Winds and fires. This one hit well out the left, and that's going to drop in and roll all the way to the corner, rounding first to second. And they got to hold her up at second, but it is a double here.
Center fielder number 34, Eva Donikowski.
So Baldy with a Sawyer Builder double. And that'll bring Donikowski to the plate. And this one fouled off. Tree knocks it down and protects the Erie News Now car out there. Good play by the Tree, if I do say so myself. Johnson winds and fires. This one fouled back. And the count 0-2. So here's the 0-2 as Johnson fires at that one low for a ball. Moves the count to 1-2 here. Donikowski stands at the ready. Here's Johnson, winds and fires. That one up high, and that is a wild pitch. Will get the runner to third. So Baldy to third. With nobody out, the Ramblers threatening here. Swung on and missed. Rossbacher strikeout. One away.
Second baseman number 21, Sophia Montagna.
Montagna to the plate. Second baseman for the Ramblers. Looking to bunt up high, addressed the ball, and nicked it. 0-1 to count. Trying to push the runner home. Got timeout. Cathedral Prep timeout brought to you by Jim's Automotive. As coach talked to his player there about looking what they should do. And I'm guessing if I was Prep, I would push that ball down the first base line. Swung on and missed. They're not looking to bunt now, though, apparently. So we have an 0-2 count at the plate. Morschauser up on deck as that pitch misses. One and two, one away, one on third. Zoe Johnson fires, swung on and missed. And back-to-back Rossbacher strikeouts.
Left fielder number 6, Cam Morschauser.
As Morschauser digs in. Here's the pitch from Johnson up high for ball one. Johnson fires again. That one in there for a called strike. Johnson fires that one up high. Count moves to 2-1 with 2 away, and a runner still on third. Is Baldy still sitting over there? Wildcats trying to get out of the inning without surrendering that run. Johnson fires that one in there for strike 2, and the count's evened up here. As Johnson steps to the rubber. 2 out, here's the 2-2. Up high for a ball, and that'll fill up the count. And that'll bring us to our Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. Contact Dusty's today for all your towing needs. As Johnson fires the 3-2, swung on and missed. And a Rossbacher strikeout will get the Wildcats out of the inning. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left stranded at third. And we are still scoreless as we will head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll be back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream, scoreless after 1.5.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. Tend to low rates, tend to big changes. Tend to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood here hanging out with you. Followed right next to me, Scotty D running the scoreboard. Kind of the switch. It's not really much to switch to. We got the pitching cam, I guess, set up here. Have a little bit of fence in the way there, but with the game starting so early, it's hard to get a full crew here in time to do what we normally do with the 5 cameras and whatnot, but leading things off here for the Wildcats in the 2nd inning is going to be April Wright, the second baseman. And that one hit, and that gets through. Up over the bump, and it gets past the left fielder. She's going to turn 2. And probably score that one a double.
Shortstop number 8, Morgan Gorzinski.
Morgan Gorzinski. Dig in here now. It's a 0-1 count. That one in there for a strike. To the count. And strike 3, Rossbacher strikeout. 1 away with 1 on second.
Right fielder number 19.
That'll bring up Feldman to the plate. Avery Feldman, the right fielder. Here is Feldman for the Wildcats. As Avery digs in, Maduro checks the wristband. Toe the rubber, one away, one on second here for the Wildcats. And that one low, and that one gets away. And stealing third on the catcher lost control of the ball there. And prep challenging that, asking if Feldman was out of the box. She was not. She just stood there. And that enables April Wright to get the third, April Wright to get the third as Feldman faces the 1-0, bunts that one down, and it's off the fence up top. Gives us a little rattle shake there. One and one. One away, runner on third. Here's Madura. Fires, bunt shown. Beautiful bunt right down the first base line. And that's going to be the RBI the Wildcats are looking for. Great sacrifice bunt for Avery Feldman. And the Wildcats on the board with a big old run there. And that's the icebreaker. That'll bring up Addie Stout to the plate. Left fielder, Madura fires. That one low for a ball. Boy, what a beautiful bunt by Feldman. Madura fires, swung on and missed. One and one the count here. Beautiful day for softball. Tell you what, nice little cool breeze. Sun's not too hot. Another bunt here goes foul. And Stout will have to make the trip back to the plate, pick up the bat, and try again. 1-2 the count, though. Should take away the bunt at least. On the 1-2 count, here's the pitch. And that one poked that right to second. The scoop and the toss is there. And a 4-3 put out will get the Ramblers out of the inning. One run on one hit. And 1-0 score as the Northwestern Wildcats crack the tie open 1-0. We'll be back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream right after this.
Box It and Lock It offers indoor climate-controlled self-storage units and portable self-storage containers. With 3 locations in Clymer, Corey, and Jamestown, Box It and Lock It has a storage solution to meet your needs. Both of our indoor climate-controlled locations feature automatic motion-sensor lighting, 24/7 video monitoring, online rentals and bill pay, phone app access to the facility, and 24/7 access via our high-tech keypad and kiosk rental systems. Box It and Lock It also offers portable self-storage containers that can be delivered to your front door or place of business. Let us bring the storage facility to you. Store on site at our location or have us move your container to a destination of your choice. Contact us today at 855-450-3990 and visit our website at www.boxitandlockit.com. Also, find us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood hanging out with you here at Penn State Barron. Scotty D alongside me. We call him Clutch. And it is the, where are we at here? Top of the third inning, and up for the Ramblers. Taking ball one there, and this is going to be the number 9 hitter, which is Oler. Morgan Oler. Fouls this one back. And that'll even the count up here, 1-1. Johnson winds and fires. In there, swung on and missed. 1-2 goes the count. That one in there, and a Rossbecker strikeout, one away. As we head back to the top of the order as Kendall Steves comes to the plate. Hit into a 4-3 putout back in the first inning. And that one swung on and missed. Well, misses for a ball. 1-1 the count. Swung on and missed. Big cut at that one from Steves. Comes up empty, and the count now 1-2 here with one away. Johnson fires. This one high fly ball. That one right center all the way back to the fence. Steves burning the base pads, round second to third. Here comes the throw in, and it's going to be a stand-up triple. What a shot from Kendall Steves. And the Ramblers now threatening here with one away.
Shortstop number 5, Avery Pfister.
That'll bring Avery Pfister back to the plate. Struck out her last time up. Lefty digs in here with a runner on third. Address the ball, and that'll be a strike. 0-1 the count. Johnson winds it up. This one bunted over top of the glove of Johnson, and they are able to keep the runner at third. So that's going to put runners at the corners. The Wildcats did a great job of holding the runner on third base in Steves, and that's going to bring Emily Dudenhofer back to the plate.
28, Emily Dudenhofer.
Dudenhofer got on by error last time down to third, had that collision over on the first base bag and got the second. Take strike one here. Oh, 0-1 to Dudenhofer. Here's Johnson with the pitch. Up high for ball. Pfister takes off uncontested with a stolen base. As the runners are now on second and third. That one misses for a ball. That one's a ball. 3-1 now the count. that one driven, and that's going to be an RBI single. Here's the throw home. The tag not there in time, and it's a 2 RBI single. And she'll get to second on the throw, and the Ramblers take a 2-1 lead. And that's going to bring up the Rambler pitcher. And we're going to have a Jim's Automotive timeout here as the infield's going to come in and have a little chit-chat. Big hit there for Dudenhofer. And the Wildcats talking it over here, and the Blues going to come out and chase everybody back to their positions. As everybody returns, and up at the plate, Madura digs in. In there for strike one. And this one popped up. The catch is made by the third baseman. And that is out number 2. It's going to bring up Addie Baldy. Had a double back here in the second inning. Came around to third and was left stranded there. First pitch in there for strike one. As Johnson trying to settle back in here. Johnson winds and fires. And that one's dribbled foul down the first base line. And the count moves to 0-2. 2 away and a 2-1 prep lead here as they scored twice in this inning. Johnson winds and fires. This one popped up in the foul territory and out of play. We'll reset and do it again at 0-2. Here's the pitch, that one up high. One, two, the count, 2 away after a brief time. Blue checked with the catcher there. Here's the pitch from Johnson. This one popped up. Johnson calls everybody off. Can't make the play. May have lost that one in the sun. And boy, oh boy. Addie turns first and heads to second. And an E1.
Center fielder number 34, Eva Donikowski.
That'll bring Donikowski to the plate here, and the Wildcats reeling a little bit. They need to get out of this inning. Runners at second and third with 2 away. First pitch in there for strike one. And right now, Johnson just has to worry about the batter. Swung on and missed. And an 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 from Johnson. That one low for a ball. Count moves to 1-2. Montagna on deck for the Ramblers. As Johnson fires here, this one popped up foul. Headed for the Erie News Now car again. That's why I park closer this way. I'll be the one that gets hit, though. You watch. Johnson winds and fires up high for a ball. 2-2 to Donikowski. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 away. Johnson fires high and inside, and that'll bring up a Dusty's towing payout pitch. Johnson fires, swung on and missed. And a Rossbacher strikeout. I don't know if that was a full swing, just a check swing. Either way, the ball was in there, and 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left stranded, 2 in, though, for the Ramblers as we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your financial needs, starting with lower credit card rates. Because when we tend to your budget, you can tend to what matters most. Tend to your dreams. Tend to your future. Tend to credit card rates that work for you. Lower rates, better living. 10-2 Credit Union. At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your need for a better ride with lower rates on auto loans, so you can tend to your road trips, your errands, and your savings. Tend to lower payments, tend to bigger dreams. Tend to your auto loan today. Lower rates, smoother roads. 10-2 Credit Union.
At Erie County Community College, we offer students of every kind access to education. For the student who's been out of school for 30 years, to the professional trying to move up in their job, or someone trying to start a new career, you belong here. Community college can be a stepping stone or a way to get right into the workforce. With online and in-person class times, it's education your way on your schedule. Come learn with us at EC3. Tuition is free. For more information, visit ec3pa.org.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood along with Clutch, Scotty D in the house running switch and stuff and all that good poking finger button changing number of things here as we welcome you aboard. It's a beautiful day here at Penn State Barron. As leading things off here for the Wildcats, taking strike 1 is the bottom of the order, Haley Kitsy, and then we go right back to the top of the order with Hall and Nevaeh Kelly. As well, that's a high fly ball way back, and that's a towering out. Great play out in center field. That thing ate up all the yard out there. There was no more room, and hauling that thing in. Great play by the center fielder, Donikowski, out there.
Center fielder number 32, Olivia Hall.
Great poke there from Kitsy, just not quite deep enough. That'll take us to the leadoff hitter, Olivia Hall. That one fouled off down the first base line, and the count goes 0-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. As Hall showing bunt, pulls it back. Now tried to bunt again, and that one is up over top of the press box. So, got an 0-2 count here at the plate. As Hall digs back in, Madura will wind up the 0-2. in there, got her looking. And a backwards K in the book as it's 2 away now. After the fly ball to center field, a Rossbacher strikeout. That'll bring Nevaeh Kelly to the plate.
Third baseman, number 42, Nevaeh Kelly.
Kelly hit that triple back in the first inning. Was left stranded though. The Wildcats chasing a 2-1 deficit. First pitch misses for ball one. Kelly digs in. Here's Madura. Steps to the rubber, will wind and fire. That one inside of the plate for strike number one. 1-1 the count. This one fouled off down the third base line. And now an 0-2 count. Pardon me, a 1-2 count. Thank you, sir. Here's Madura. Rocks and delivers this one. Fouled back again as well as Kelly trying to protect here. We'll reset and do it again at 1-2. Reminder, coming up next, we'll have game 2 of our doubleheader. Start a fresh new stream, and the Corey Beavers will be taking on the Jamestown Muskies. The winner of this game will play the winner of that Jamestown Corey game. High fly ball, deep left, way back, and it tails foul just past the white stripe. The wind just moved that thing just out of play. Man, that thing was on a line too. And after all that, we reset and we'll do the 1-2 all over again. What a great crack at it by Kelly. Nice, strong. Boy, there's a big gust of wind, and you're going to have to get all of it if you're going to put one out in this park today. And Kelly pops this one up, and nice catch made by the shortstop. Little lolly blooper to the short, and that is 1, 2, 3 they go. And that'll be it for the bottom of the third inning. We are at a 2-1 score. Prep on top as we head to the top of the fourth inning. And when we come back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. Tend to low rates, tend to big changes. Tend to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
When it comes to asphalt paving services, P2 Paving is second to none. They not only provide high quality and reliable asphalt work, but they also aim to provide their customers with the best level of service possible. Serving all of northwestern Pennsylvania, P2 Paving is the source for your asphalt paving and sealing needs. Whether it's a small home driveway or a large commercial complex, P2 Paving can handle any job. Give them a call today at 814-665-5190 or visit them online at www.p2pavingco.net. Let P2 pave for you.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood. Alongside me is Scotty D. We can't call him Scott Lockwood too. That gets too confusing. Y'all might think I'm starting to talk to myself out there, but not being the case, as the oldest boy here helping me out today. And leading things off for the Ramblers is going to be Montagna. Fouls the first pitch off. And we start off the top of the fourth inning with a 0-1 count. Johnson fires. This one fouled off again. That was a little closer to Tonka out there. This one up high for a ball, and that's going to bring the count to 1-2 now. As Johnson toes the rubber here, she'll wind and fire. And this one dribbled down the first base line, picked up, great play, got it before it went foul, and went and tagged the bag for out number 1. The unassisted 3 will bring up the 7th spot batter, Morshauser, who struck out back in the 2nd inning. As Johnson winds and fires. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So again, it's win and you move on, lose and you go home. Season's over if you lose this one. That pitch misses, and we have a 1-1 count. And right now, the Ramblers up 2-1. Johnson fires, swung on and missed. Bring the count to 1-2. With 1 away, Wildcats would love to get out of this one quickly and get back on the sticks. Try and get that tying run in at least. As Johnson fires up high here, and that'll even the count up here, 2-2 in the top of the 4th inning. Johnson delivers. That one in there, got her looking. And another backwards K in the book for Johnson. That is now 6 strikeouts. Pardon me, 8 strikeouts in the game for Zoe Johnson as we got timeout here from the Ramblers. Jim's automotive timeout. As this will be Morgan Oler to the plate.
Right fielder number 8, Morgan Oler.
Oler dug in. Here's Johnson with the offer. That one in there for strike 1. So Zoe Johnson has settled herself right in here nicely in the 4th inning. That one swung on and missed in an 0-2 count here. That one fell back into the fence. Gives us a little rattle there. Oh, 2 it is. Johnson rocks and fires, swung on and missed. And a Ross Backer strikeout, and down they go, 1, 2, 3, as we will head to the bottom of the 4th. And the Wildcats on the sticks. Up next, it's going to be Johnson, Eddy, and Wright when we come back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
When you need health care, you deserve a health system that takes a whole-person approach to medicine for you and your family. Whether you need the expert care of our hospitals, the specialized knowledge of our clinical practices, the compassionate support of our behavioral health network, or our continuum of services for seniors, you can rely on LECOM Health. Founded in Erie, invested in Erie, advancing healthcare in Erie. LECOM Health, whole-person care for a lifetime.
Butcher Block, located at 11523 Route 6 in Corey, offers custom processing for beef, pork, and lamb. You can purchase individual cuts of your choice of meat and hamburger, or stock up. Fill your freezer by purchasing half or whole cows or hogs, both grass and grain-fed. For more information, pricing, and availability, give Knapp's Butcher Block a call today, 814-964.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood with Clutch by my side. Zoe Johnson leads it off for the Wildcats of Northwestern here. Takes ball one as we get the bottom of the fourth going here. Northwestern trails 2-1 on a beautiful, and I do mean beautiful, Tuesday afternoon. This one popped up behind us, fouled off, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Maduro. That one a ripped foul into the backstop. Brings count to 1-2 here. There's Johnson, the leadoff batter, followed by Eddie and April Wright. Be nice to get on base here with a leadoff single at least. Count evens up at 2-2. Johnson digs back in. Madura gets the call. And we'll wind up the 2-2. Johnson rips this into the hole. And there's your leadoff single. And the tying run is aboard first base. Up at the plate now will be Courtney Eddy, who struck out back in the first inning on a 2-2 count.
Back to number 10, Courtney Eddy.
Here's the pitch. Eddie chops that one, and it gets through off the glove of the shortstop. On the hop, couldn't make it to play, and they're going to count that an error. And E6 will have runners at first and second for the Wildcats. And April Wright will dig in.
Baseman number 24, April Wright.
And we're going to have a Jim's Automotive timeout from Cathedral Prep. So we got the runners at first and second here. April Wright coming to the plate. She doubled back in the second inning, came around and was the only score on a sacrifice bunt from Avery Feldman. Wright the only score for the Wildcats as they trail 2-1 here. And we'll take this Jim's Automotive timeout. Remind you, we got game 2 of our doubleheader up next right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream as the Corey Beavers will be taking on the Jamestown Muskies. And the winner of that game will face the winner of this game on Thursday. So that game will be up directly after this one as we come out of our Jim's Automotive timeout. Digging in is April Wright. And here we go. The Wildcats trying to pull even, if not take the lead here. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. Madura winds and fires. This one swung on and missed. And the count is 0-1 to April Wright. This one popped up, and it's dropped. Infield fly rule. The batter's out on the infield fly as first base was occupied. So one away.
Shortstop number 8, Morgan Gorzinski.
Morgan Gorzinski in. So one away here. Two-0 count. Madura fires. In there, first strike. Two balls, one strike. Low and inside for a ball. And that's going to move the count here to 3-1. And that one's fouled off as reset, do it again at 3-2. It's a Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. This one popped up, and boy, nice try to get to that there, but not able to get to it. Here's the Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. And a walk's going to load him up. Sorry, we had that Fox Family Insurance pitch up there. Wrong button. Our fat fingers got in the way there as runners are at the till here. First, second, and third. Three ducks on the pond, all loaded up. And that one fouled off. One away, bases juiced. And Feldman had that sacrifice bunt her last time up to put the Wildcats on the board. See what can happen when it's a full swing of things here. Popped up, out of play. Foul ball right behind us. Oh, 2 the count, one away, bases juiced. That one ripped. And a little hesitation there, almost beat the throw out. And now the ball's bobbled out. Nobody on third, and they're going to advance again and score. And boy, oh boy, an error out there is a big one. And the Wildcats regain the lead. As Johnson scores, Edney scores, Courtney Eddy, and that's going to put Gorzinski over at third. Maddie Stout will dig in. First pitch misses for ball one. 3-2 is the Wildcat lead. Madura winds and fires, swung on and missed. Count is 1-1 with 2 away. Runner in scoring position at third as Madura will fire. Stout swung on and missed. And the count is 1-2. Madura fires. This one popped high out and right, and the catch is made, and that'll get the Ramblers out of the inning on the F9. 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 errors for the Wildcats. And that puts them in the lead, 3-2. We head to the top of the 5th inning right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
We think Rossbacker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your home remodeling dreams with low rates on home improvement loans. We tend to making upgrades easier so you can tend to the home you've always wanted. Tend to low rates, tend to big changes. Tend to your dream home today. Low rates, big dreams. 10-2 Credit Union.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream as the Wildcats have taken a 3-2 lead on a couple Rambler errors. And they'll try and get it back here as Kendall Steves digs in. First pitch is for a strike. So it's the top of the lineup here for the Ramblers. It'll be Steves, Pfister, and Dudenhofer. Steves hit that triple back in the third and ended up one of the runs scored for the Ramblers. Fouls this one off and now sits at 0-2. That one misses for a ball. 1-2 the count. Top of the 5th inning. And a tight one here as this one right back to Johnson. Calmly turns, makes the throw, and a 1-3 putout is one away, and that'll bring up Avery Pfister to the plate.
Shortstop number 5, Avery Pfister.
And that one back into the backstop. 1-2 the count here. As Pfister in there, swung on and missed a Rossbacher strikeout. And 2 away with Dudenhofer up. Dudenhofer with a 2 RBI single her last at bat. Back in the third and got on via the error back in the first inning. Digs in with 2 away here. High for ball 1. Two-0 the count. That one in there. Nice pitch from Johnson on that one. Moves the pitch count to 2-1. And that one shy of the plate. 3-1. Green light lit here. If Dudenhofer likes it, she can drive it. Hitters count. And that went out to right, and the catch is made. Three up, 3 down for the Ramblers, and we will turn the page to the bottom of the 5th inning. And it's the Northwestern Wildcats with the lead. 3-2 and due up. It's going to be Kitsy. Back to the top of the lineup with Hall and Kelly when we come back.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands. I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Scott Lockwood, Scotty D alongside me, and we're bringing you action live from Penn State Barron University today. And leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Haley Kitsy. Takes strike 1. Kitsy had that towering fly ball out to center field. It was caught by the center fielder back in the, I guess it would be the 3rd inning of play. And here's another one out to center field. And again, caught by the center fielder, not as high or as deep this time. Either way, one away, and that's going to bring Olivia Hall to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. And into a 6-3 back in the 1st. And struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. So Olivia Hall is due. As she'll dig in. Here's Madura, winds and fires. Hall, big cut. Big cut. Comes up empty, 0-1 the count. This one dribbled and foul. Just foul. So we got a 1-2 count now here to Hull. One away, Olivia will dig back in. Madura uncorks. Two the count here after that one was a close one. Madura fires. This one nicked foul back into the backstop. Gives us a little jiggle there on the camera. We'll reset, do it again here. 2-2 the count, one away. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Each team with 3 errors today. As Northwestern is nursing a 3-2 lead. This one fouled off. Here's the scoop, and the play is made on the 1-3 putout. Almost threw that one in the dirt. Good job to make the play over at first. And Nevaeh Kelly up 1 for 2 on the day, had the triple back in the first, and flew out to the shortstop back in the 3rd inning. That one misses for a ball. As Madura winds it up. High fly ball, deep left, going, tailing foul. That's a home run off of the post. It's a Lee Cobb Corey Memorial Hospital solo shot. And it's just out of the frame, but man, oh man, a big home run splat right there. Solo shot for Nevaeh Kelly. Right off the fin of the post, and that is a fair ball, and that is a solo shot. Lecomb Corey Memorial Hospital home run for Nevaeh Kelly, and now it's Zoe Johnson to the plate. With 2 away, and this one up high is swung on and chipped back above the backstop. Oh, that one's driven foul. And I mean, that one left in a hurry. And I hope people over on the hill were ducking because that one was a laser beam. What a shot there. If she can straighten that out, that one's going to be trouble. 0-2 the count, though. Johnson's going to have to protect here. 2 away, nobody on. And that one's up the middle, and that's going to be a single. And that'll bring Courtney Eddy to the plate. Got aboard via the error on the shortstop at her last at bat. And struck out back in the first. Did score a run for the Wildcats. And we got a courtesy runner.
Number 11. 17 running for 11.
And it's going to be Keely Eddy, young freshman coming in to run.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 17, Keely Eddy. And now batting the catcher, number 10, Courtney Eddy.
And that brings Courtney Eddy to the plate. Madura fires that one in the dirt. Passed ball, and that's going to advance Johnson or Eddy, pardon me. That is Keely Eddy, the courtesy runner. Take off and get to second. And the Ballbirds pop out here in the Northwestern dugout. Madura fires. And that one in the dirt as well. And off and running. And taking a look at home is Eddy. She'll drop back to third. So 2 pass balls. We'll get Keely Eddy over to third. And Courtney Eddy sits with a 2-0 count. 2-0 with 2 away and a runner on third. Here's Madura. Rocks and fires. Swung on and missed. That'll move the count to 2-1. As Courtney Eddy digs back in here. Madura will fire again. That one off the glove. That's going to score a run. As sliding in is Keely Eddy. Got stuck on the plate. Stands up and walks it off. Run scored either way. So Courtney will dig back in here with a 3-1 count. And that one fired foul down the third base line. Out to left.
Here you go, pitch.
So 3-1 the count here, or 3-2 to count. It's a Dusty's toe and payout pitch as Madura fires, and that one dribbled foul. We'll reset and do it again. So here we go, Madura with the 3-2 offer. And that one misses for a ball, and Eddy will take the walk to first. That'll bring April Wright back to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, had a double back in the second. Came around and scored, and then hit into the infield fly rule back in the fourth. High towering fly ball. This one could be trouble, and a nice job and the catch out there in center field. We'll put that one away, and they get out of the inning finally, does the Ramblers. But not before the Wildcats put up 2 more. And they now lead it 5-2. We'll take a break. We'll be back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Due up for the Ramblers. It's going to be Madura, Baldy, and Donikowski when we come back.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your financial needs, starting with lower credit card rates. Because when we tend to your budget, you can tend to what matters most. Tend to your dreams. Tend to your future. Tend to credit card rates that work for you. Lower rates, better living. 10-2 Credit Union.
Kingdom Bound 2025 coming to Six Flags Darien Lake, and we have your tickets. You're going to want to watch the next game live right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream, as we will be giving a pair of any day tickets to Kingdom Bound 2025. All you got to do is watch and message the password that we give out during that game, and you can win yourself a pair of tickets to any day at Kingdom Bound 2025. Six Flags Darien Lake is leading off here for the Ramblers. Is Madura. Is set up here with a 2-0 count. As Zoe Johnson begins her 6th inning worth of work. Nine strikeouts on the day for Johnson, coming here into the 6th, and now a 3-0 count to Madura to open off the top of the 6th. Johnson winds and fires, and that is 4 straight balls and a leadoff walk for the Ramblers. I'll bring up Addison Baldy. Had a double back in the 2nd. And was stranded on 3rd. And then got aboard via the error back in the 3rd and got stranded on 2nd. And takes strike 1 here. But Baldy has been on base both times that she's been up. And this one well hit, fouled off though. And we'll have an 0-2 count. She'll have to protect here. On deck is Donikowski for the Ramblers. That one missed for a ball. Baldy digs back in. This one popped up, foul territory and out of play off the top of the Wildcat dugout. So reset the 2-1 again. 5-2 is your score here as the Wildcats extended their lead. (5-2). Yeah, this one misses up top for a ball. That'll even the pitch count here to 2-2, but the Wildcats up 5-2 after that solo shot off of the foul post fin, and it's in play, 200 feet out there. Now we have a Dusty's Towing Piaa pitch on the way. Baldy dug in. Johnson will uncork the 3-2. This one popped up and out of play right over top of us. And we'll do the Dusty's Towing payoff pitch again. Johnson delivers. That one fouled off as well. So Addie Baldy doing a good job fighting it off here, protecting that plate. See who wins this battle as Baldy dug in. Johnson toes the rubber. Here's the 3-2 once again. This one dribbled. Johnson can't get to it. Scooped up, 5-3, put out. Nice throw over there on the third base corner, and 5-3 is one away. It moves Madura over to second. But a nice job gunning that down as Nevaeh Kelly throws the bullet over. And that's going to be one away and brings up Donikowski to the plate. First pitch in there for strike one. Johnson fires. That one low for a ball, 1-1. Johnson fires up high for a ball. And that'll move the pitch count to 2-1 now. Runner on second, only one out here in the top of the sixth inning. In there for a strike. And that'll even it up, 2-2 the count. This one chopped and it's bobbled, and that's going to be an E4. And that's going to put runners at the corners here as Madura goes to third. That is the fourth error on the day for the Wildcats.
Number 21, Sophia Matagna.
And the Ramblers have 3 errors on the day. And this bunt straight down. They hold the runner and can't make the play. And now a run's going to come in and score. So another error as an E3. Madura scores. And now we've got runners on first and second, and Donikowski and Montagna and Morehauser.
Fielder number 6, Cam Morshauser.
Morshauser in at the plate. Has struck out both times up. Takes strike one here. As the Ramblers cut into the lead, make it 5-3. Johnson fires. Bunt straight down into the plate. Fouled off, 0-2 count. And that's out. Popped it straight up in the air. And that'll be out number 2, and that'll bring Oler to the plate. 0 for 2, both times struck out back in the third and the fourth inning.
Morgan Oler.
First pitch in there for a called strike. And this one dribbled foul down the first base line. I should say rope foul. That was stoutly hit. 0-2 the count, 2 away. Up high. And they said that she did not go, so. Count moves to 1-2. Johnson fires up high. This one fouled off. We'll reset, do it again, 1-2. Johnson winds this one up. This one fouled off. So we got a 1-2 count here as Oler is fighting these pitches off pretty well. Johnson will toe the rubber again. Dugouts are getting loud. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. And that one low for a ball, and that'll even it up 2-2. Deuce is wild. That one chipped. And Oler fights it off. Deuce is wild it is. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 away and 2 on as Zoe Johnson toes the rubber. She'll wind and fire. This one driven right to first. Picks it up barehanded, touches the bag, and an unassisted 3 will end the top of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th inning. 1 run on no hits. There were 2 errors.
1 run on no hits and 3 errors, and that draws the Ramblers closer. 5-3, the Wildcats with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream when we come back right after this.
Erie County Community College, we offer students of every kind access to education. For the student who's been out of school for 30 years, to the professional trying to move up in their job, or someone trying to start a new career, you belong here. Community college can be a stepping stone or a way to get right into the workforce. With online and in-person class times, it's education your way on your schedule. Come learn with us at EC3. Tuition is free. For more information, visit ec3pa.org.
And welcome back in here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, brought to you here today's broadcast of the Ramblers and Northwestern Wildcats by 10-2 Credit Union. And also a shout out to our credit union back home, the Corey Federal Credit Union, who is our scoreboard sponsor year round, as well as the Northwestern Wildcat Boosters. First pitch gives us a little jiggle there, fouled off into the backstop as Morgan Gorzinski goes down. 0-1. And looking to fight back here, Gorzinski 0-for-1 on the day with a walk and a strikeout back in the 2nd. Bunt popped up high and hits the backstop, and now an 0-2 count. Is Northwestern electing to play a little small ball. Little small ball. Bunts and speed and trying to get maybe another run or 2 in position. As Madura fires that one up high for a ball. Here's Madura with a 1-2. This one popped up, towering right to the third baseman. And an F5 is one away. That'll bring Avery Feldman to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a 4-3 putout back in the fourth, and did hit a sacrifice bunt, scoring right back in the second. So she will dig in here, trying to help the Wildcats' cause out as Madura leans it forward, now fires off the glove, ball 1. Coming up next is the Corey Beavers taking on the Jamestown Muskies in 3A quarterfinals. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game on Thursday. I'm guessing we'll be right back here at Penn State Barron. His first pitch here is a ball. Second pitch here, pardon me. 2-0 the count. Call comes in to Madura. She rocks and fires. This one dribbled down to second, hops over the glove. And an E4, another error for the Ramblers. We'll put Feldman on first. So this is Ruland.
For number 5, please. Give me 1 second, ladies. Give me 1 second, please. You got 1 out, right, Brown? Scoreboard, 1 out.
Ayla Ruland in here to bat for Addie Stout.
For Northwestern.
As Madura winds it up. That one low in the dirt. Ball 1. That one in there for called strike. 1-1 to count to Ruland. One and one away. Little check swing, fouls it off. And a 1-2 count to Ruland. That one in there, and that's the old backwards K. And the book for Madura, as that's now 2 away with a runner on first. And that'll bring Haley Kitsy to the plate, who's had back-to-back fly balls to center field. The first one was high and deep. The second one was not as high or deep. A little more liner on the last one, but 2 flyouts to center field. And this one dribbles off the glove of Madura, and that's going to be a base hit. See if they officially scored a hit. And it looks like they will. So a single for Kitsy puts Feldman at second, 2 on with 2 away, and we're back to the top of the order with Olivia Hall at the plate.
center fielder, number 32, Olivia Hall.
And that wasn't a towering foul ball, and they did rule it an error, so it's not a hit. And there's going to be an error on the pitcher. So Kitsy aboard by error. That one's a high fly ball. Center field and making the grab. And boy, oh boy, that center fielder, Donikowski for Cathedral Prep, she's been busy. And that's going to be out number 3. We head to the top of the 7th. The Prep Ramblers will be down to their last 3 outs. They trail 5-3. We'll be back on the Deej Experience Sports Stream.
At 10-2 Credit Union, we tend to your need for a better ride with lower rates on auto loans, so you can tend to your road trips, your errands, and your savings. Tend to lower payments, tend to bigger dreams. Tend to your auto loan today. Lower rates, smoother roads. 10-2 Credit Union.
Lake Erie Appliance is located at 4960 Iroquois Avenue in Erie. They offer great deals on scratch and dent models with a 1-year warranty. Items like washers, dryers, both gas and electric, refrigerators, chest freezers, stoves and ranges, and microwaves. Appliances from top brand names like Samsung, Maytag, Kenmore, General Electric, LG, and Whirlpool. Buy a used or refurbished unit with a 90-day warranty. Open Mondays from 9 to 3, Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call today at 814-528-7072 or check them out at Facebook at Lake Erie Appliances, LLC.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Now joining me is Mr. Rob Alchinsky as Prep as Steve's here with a sharply hit ball to short and a 6-3 put out. And Rob, Cathedral Prep was hanging in there, but the errors on both teams today have been piling up. But Northwestern up here 5-3, and Prep down to the last 2 outs now.
Yeah, big out there on that first at batter, Scott, to not give Prep any momentum here in the top of the 7th. You don't want to let them get going.
Pfister will dig in. Johnson fires, swung on and missed. As Zoe Johnson has been going to work today. That one fouled off over top of the Prep dugout. And an 0-2 count. Johnson with 10 strikeouts on the day.
Yeah, I started listening to the game a little bit on the way up, so yeah, nice job by her.
And up high for a ball. I always get excited when I come back to Penn State Barron. It's such a great facility, and it gives the kids the opportunity to play on that college field. And you know, we've had a home run already today.
Yeah, it's it's a nice complex for sure, and like you said, it's just, you know, it's one of those things the girls look forward to as well in the playoffs, of you know, getting to play on this field.
2-2, that one ripped foul back into the fencing. Reset and do it again here as Fista has to protect. And if you're Prep, you need Pfister to get on base one way or another, because you already got 1 out and you're trailing, you know, by 2 runs here.
Yeah, it brings the tie-in run to the plate at least.
Johnson fires, and it's a Rossbacher strikeout. And that is now 2 away. And Dudenhofer will step to the plate. Last out for Cathedral Prep here, Rob.
Nice pitch there, Scott. Came inside on her a little bit after going outside for a few pitches, and just not able to catch up to it.
Here's Johnson, winds and fires. That one low. And we start off with a 1-0 count.
It took a little off that one. Assuming, batter was going to be aggressive here in this situation.
That one, nice pitch there, a little low, but got it to go. Dudenhofer, 1 for 3 on the day with a single back in the third. Flew out to right back in the fifth and was aboard back in, that one in there for a strike.
Yeah, it's just painting that outside corner, Scott, and now Dudenhofer's going to have to just go after it here. Got to protect a little here with 2 strikes, last out of the game potentially.
1-2 for Johnson to advance the Wildcats, and that one's off. Tried to slow it up a little and drop a change in there, Rob.
Yeah, and sometimes you're not even really trying to throw that to a strike. You're trying to see if you'll get him to swing on the pitch. But Dudenhofer, good job there of not chasing that one.
Here's Johnson with the 2-2. And that's an HBP. Her first one of the day.
Yeah, a good break for Prep. Is that, does what we said, right? It does bring the tying run to the plate.
Pitcher number 41, Morgan Madura.
Yeah, that'll be Madura, who's a good hitter for Prep.
0 for 2 on the day, though, with a walk and a run scored. Struck out back in the first and popped up to the third baseman. Back in the third.
She drives that one. That's going to clear her head.
And that gets all the way back to the fence. And here come the Prep Ramblers. 1 run's coming in. Throw comes in, and the tying run is 60 feet away. What a triple for Morgan Madura.
Yeah, drove that one, went with the pitch. Nice swing, drove that over the right fielder's head. And so Prep now with the tying run on third base, Scott. And I believe we've got Baldy up. Is that Baldy who's coming up?
Addison Baldy up, who 1 for 2 on the day. Had a double back in the second inning. Then got aboard back in the third by an error, and then hit into a 5-3 back in the sixth. So now all of a sudden the pressure is flipped as we have a Jim's Automotive timeout here real quick.
Yeah, Northwestern infield getting together just to say, hey, make sure everyone knows, just get the out at first base here. If we get the out, the run doesn't mean anything. And, Prep coach had time to come in and talk to Baldy as well and just say, hey, have some fun up there,
Baldy digs in. Here's Johnson. Winds up high for a ball. Coming up next right here on the Deej Experience Sports Stream, it'll be the Corey Beavers taking on the Jamestown Muskies. And that one's going to be a good one. Oh boy, Baldy took a nice healthy cut at that one. Stared the high cheese and says, I want some.
Yeah.
Didn't get any.
Yeah, 1-1 count here.
Johnson fires, that one's fouled off. And now down to their last strike. Tying run is at third. Who doesn't like a little drama this time of year?
Yeah, just got to get something through the infield here.
1-2 the count. Here's Johnson, winds and fires. High fly ball! And that's going to drop in and tie the game up. And now all the pressure is on the Wildcats as it is now